hits the deck hard to get between him and Anthony. That's 4 on Anthony. And White to the bench. Horford on the floor, so a bigger lineup right now for Boston. Brown gets past his man and gets the layup again. Jaylen Brown was also questionable to play tonight. He's got 16 points and really making his presence felt with Tatum on the bench. Celtics back within 5. Van Carroll on the back down, spinning fire. That's good. Swishing through.
He is going to be a problem in this league for a long time with his scoring ability. He's got such great balance when he operates in a one-on-one space to get into that turnaround jumper.
The future's extremely bright for Paolo Van Carroll in his 3rd season on a Duke. They're going to call a foul on him with 4 to shoot. Looking to trying to cross him over and lost the ball. Pritchard scoops it up. He's got to let it fly, and it's a shot clock violation. The half-court defense by the Olympics.
Boston only with 11 turnovers each of the first 2 games in this series. They're up to 19 now.
Van Carroll drive and score. Tatum will check into the ball. And that's coming right now. A timeout by Joe Mazzulla, the Magic. Tatum back on the floor for the Celtics with 27 points. Brown driving, kicks it out, 3-ball. Porzingis, no good. He's over 10 in the series. And Carroll clobbered on the drive. Porzingis, here's Katie.
Well, Dave, in the Celtics last huddle, Al Horford, who is generally a very even-keeled player, got visibly frustrated.
So far, so good. 100% of the time. Win this back in it. And then maybe even it at 2 on Sunday. Boston's missed 10 straight threes. Orlando with its largest lead of the series, 11. Brown, wing it long. That's no call. Instead of turnover. Wagner driving and Horford lays it up. No, but a foul. He'll shoot 2.
It's by Boston only getting up 25 attempts from there and only made it also, as I mentioned earlier.
6 turnovers for Brown. Foul on Horford is his 2nd. 3rd team foul. Wagner missed the 2nd free throw. Boston ball down 12. Plenty of time. 7 minutes to go. Can they get their offense going again? That has not been a problem all season until tonight. Brown has been the aggressor. They call the push that time and count the basket for Jaylen Brown. A 3 as we watch Jaylen Brown continue to play in the playoffs. The amount of times his power to be able to fight bigger since last year and stronger since last year, and you continue to see it on display. Good contest by Brown on Van Carroll. Put up the air ball. Tatum going to work. Caldwell Pope has been a non-factor. Out to Horford. Spot up 3. Hit it. Here it comes on Orlando. Orlando up 6 still. 6 minutes to go here in Game 3. Celtics up 2-0. Wagner's got 27. Van Carroll has 27. Wagner looking to drive on Tatum. Missed the shot. Moving sideways. Rebound. White.
Defender over the top with that hand bothering Wagner.
Tatum all the way to the cabal. Nobody came over to help with the Magic. Wagner tried to hack him and all the way to the rim. 29 points for Jason Tatum. Make it 30 on the bounce and 8 of 8 at the free throw line. 9 straight Celtic points. the career playoff game. 7-game series last year, lost to Cleveland.
And draw an offensive.
Joe Mazzulla keeps him on the bench.
Thompson over here.
Maybe just a possession or two, we'll see.
Well, look, they've got great depth, and they've got other guys that are money players in these situations.
12 at the free throw line here in the fourth quarter when it matters most. 4 minutes to go. 6-point lead. Banchero's got 29. Tatum with the ball has 32. Shot clock at 4. Tatum fouled by Banchero. 3 free throws. Second time in another challenge. But I agree with you. It's like a clear foul.
Just needs to be more careful in that contest.
34 for Tatum.
Curious to see what Boston decides to do with that and how they force Orlando to move the ball. I need somebody to help organize and set the table. These are two 6'10 forwards that have to be the primary playmakers.
Banchero off the bounce. Comes up short. Porzingis with the rebound.
He got exactly the shot he would have. Paolo Banchero going hard to his right hand for a 15-footer.
Tatum around the Horford screen. Draws Banchero on the switch. 10 to shoot. Sidestep 3. Tatum for the tie. No. Porzingis offensive rebound. And they're going to call it jump ball. Where would face either the Knicks or Pistons. Game 4 Sunday ABC with New York up 2-1. Horford wins the tap at